Hey y'all, here I am filming a different type of video today. I've decided to film a mukbang just because I was watching Trisha Paytas' old mukbangs from about like 8 years ago, and I was like, I used to be really into these when I was younger, and I always thought that if I ever did have a YouTube channel when I was older that I would do mukbangs, and here I am now with a YouTube channel older and I want to film a mukbang, so I got some Burger King and that's what we're gonna be eating today, so join me if you wanna, and if you don't, then I don't really care. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be eating today. I remember around like 2016 in like middle school, I used to be really obsessed with like watching mukbangs, just like as soon as I started watching Trisha Paytas' mukbangs. And like I really liked her specifically because she was just very real and very like nonchalant and open about like a lot of her struggles, especially her struggles with like weight and binge eating and stuff like that. And like, I don't know, to like a young kid who was kind of like navigating the world and like body image issues and all of that, and like navigating my own insecurities, it was really refreshing to hear that like, an adult was like, struggling and like kind of like sympathizing with everybody who feels like that and whatnot. And it was nice to kind of have like to make me feel better whenever kids at school were being like mean or fat phobic. I could just come home and like watch a Trisha Paytas mukbang and stuff like that. And like I've struggled with like being really insecure and like self-conscious with like eating in like public too. And like I even debated whether or not I should film this video just because I didn't know whether or not I would like appear demure or like wow or the fuck on camera while eating, but I honestly don't give a fuck no more. I honestly don't have anything like planned really to like talk about. I kind of just wanted to like film a mukbang and like eat or whatever the hell. I do think it's really iconic that like Trisha Paytas was the one to like open my mind up to like other mukbangs and like those like sort of content creators on like YouTube and stuff like that. Because after I watched hers, I started getting into like eating with like Chunky and like Suella ASMR and like a bunch of other people who just like were uploading mukbangs and like YouTube like cooking videos and stuff like that. And like it was really cool because like as like a young person, I really wanted to like learn how to do other things, and like cooking was definitely one of them. And like a lot of the videos that I would watch, it would be a lot of people making the recipes first and then like devouring them and stuff like that, which is always nice to watch or whatever. Here, just got me a little Diet Coke. Y'all know the vibes. Oh my gosh, I've recently been binge watching the show Ghost Whisperer with my sister, and like I honestly like didn't know that the fashion in that show and like costuming was like that great, honestly. Like I think that Jennifer Love Hewitt produced on that show even, and like the show is just like never talked about whenever I am seeing Instagram posts or Pinterest boards or whatever of all of these like really fashionable TV shows or whatever. Everybody's always talking about Buffy, everybody's always talking about Friends, everybody's always talking about like every other show and stuff like that, but I never hear Ghost Whisperer mentioned. And like I don't know, I really feel like I should do a deeper dive into like the fashion of that show or whatever the hell, because a lot of the stuff that they have Jennifer Love Hewitt wearing is like, or was like, really current like runway fashions, and like I really love the silhouettes that they chose for her character. And like even when it comes to like the pajamas that her characters wear, they like never do it like basic. It's always something really bougie and something like with silk or with lace or whatever, and I just find it really cool. I need to do a deep dive, honestly. And like I kind of want that to be like my first foray into like making video essays or whatever, because I love video essays. I mean, like who doesn't, right? But like I kind of want to like create my own and like want to talk about what like other people like either are or like aren't talking about. And like I just haven't seen Ghost Whisperer mentioned very much when it comes to like fashionable TV shows and stuff like that. And like I usually take fashion inspiration from like pop culture and like a lot of the TV shows that I do watch. And like, I feel like more specifically, if it wasn't obvious, I kind of take more inspiration from like Totally Spies and like Clueless, the TV show specifically. And just because I love really like bright colors and stuff like that. And just the silhouettes of like, you know, the early 2000s and like late 90s and whatnot. So I just kind of try to like have my wardrobe looking like that. I mean, I'm no stranger to like all black everything in my wardrobe. That's kind of like the only color I would wear in like middle school and high school really, but I really broadened my horizons, as you can see here. And yeah, I just want to get into making my first video essay. Especially about like films and stuff like that. And like more specifically like rom-coms or like chick flicks. Just because I feel like the general population doesn't really take them seriously, but like, I do. You know what I mean? A lot of people do. A lot of people who I follow and like look up to, and like, you know, a lot of the influencers too these days. Talking about the rom-coms and giving them the flowers that they deserve, honestly. Because like, it's so crazy and wild to me that like, a lot of like rom-coms or just movies in general that like revolved around like anything feminine or girly or with like an all-female cast kind of just got like dismissed or like brushed off or whatever the hell back in the day. Especially a film like Ella Enchanted. That was like a box office flop and everybody was like hating on it back in the day, but like, have any of y'all like even seen that film? That shit is a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Like, Anne Hathaway really did that shit when it comes to playing Ella Afrell. And like, I'm glad it's getting its flowers now. But like, back then people like tore that movie up, you know what I mean? So like, I just want to talk more about like, you know, a lot of the like girly pop culture moments and just like stuff I like in general, you know what I mean? Here, I just got another burger because I am starved. Fast food honestly used to be a lot more cheaper. And it's fucking crazy because I just see old pictures of like, you know, menus on like Instagram and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, things were like as cheap as like 60 cents, 70 cents or whatever. It's crazy to me. Because I feel like back in the day, or like before 2012, you could go somewhere with $10 and you could get yourself like a full enough meal or whatever. And these days, you know, you'll be lucky enough if you even get like a drink to come with the meal or whatever, or like a side to come with like whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. I honestly can't wait to like do another mukbang because ever since I seen Trisha Paytas just sit there on her kitchen floor and devour just giant spoonfuls of fettuccine alfredo on camera, I've wanted to do the same thing ever since. Like, that is just peak, like, that's what I need to be doing on YouTube, eating on camera. Okay. I'm literally just like messily eating in bed right now, surrounded by stuffed animals. Because I didn't feel like going to the kitchen table and setting up and filming there. Just because I just like the comfort of my own bedroom or whatever. I hope y'all are enjoying this. I know I'm not really talking much, or really talking about anything specific really, but, you know, I really wanted to film this. Y'all, I literally went on Pop Mart's website this week or whatever, like a couple days ago, because I want to get me a Labubu, but you know, of course they're fucking sold out like they usually are. And like the nearest fucking Pop Mart store physically is like just like a while away from me, and it's just, I can't go. Like, yes, I am basic and I do want a Labubu. I've always found them cute. I know that a lot of people find them ugly. I know that a lot of people can't stand them, or like the hype or whatever the fuck. But me personally, I've always seen them, and like, I've been seeing them around for like a long, long time and wanting one. And like, of course, as soon as they get popular, you know, they start to like get a lot more like harder to find. As soon as I want to get one, I mean. It's just annoying, but I'll get one of these days, you know? Because like, I kid you not, I was walking into work the other day, literally at the beginning of my shift, hadn't even clocked in yet. Somebody held the door open for me as I was walking in. And it was this really tall guy with a really nice looking bag, and he had a Labubu charm, you know, hanging from it. And it was literally so fucking cute. I complimented him and everything. And literally, after I had clocked in and like an hour later, on the fucking clock, I literally see a girl walking in with her boyfriend, and attached to her bag, 2 fucking Labubus. And I'm literally like, girl, it's taunting at this point. I'm seeing them all over social media, and now I'm seeing them in person, and now I'm thinking about them constantly. Oh my goodness. And the thing is like, I just want one. I don't need a whole set. I don't need to get a whole case or whatever, like these other bitches or whatever. I don't even need one to review on camera. I just want one, period. Because I think they're cute. I like ugly shit. You can literally see my fuggler right there, standing right next to my voodoo doll. Like, I know I'll be able to get a Labubu very soon. Cause like, goddamn. Like, I understand the hype for sure, but I think that like, you know, everybody just like hops from whatever they think is popular, like very quickly. They hop from micro trend to micro trend very, very quickly. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. If it's not like Hello Kitty, like Halloween fucking blankets at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, it's fucking Stanley Cups. And if it's not Stanley Cups, then it's fucking Labubus. You know what I mean? It truly never ends. And like, we can't help but be victims to capitalism or whatever. And I really, really need to get myself a laptop or a PC soon. Because I really want to start playing The Sims 4, but just like modded out. Because I already play it on my Xbox, but you can't download mods on there, so it's like kind of boring, you know what I mean? Because The Sims 4 is already like generally a boring fucking game, you know what I mean? Because EA just like didn't do anything with that, doesn't want to do anything groundbreaking or extraordinary with it. Although I did see on Instagram that we may be getting a like fairy expansion pack very soon, or something to do with that, so that's exciting, I guess, because we didn't get those in like the Supernatural expansion pack or whatever the fuck. I don't know why, because The Sims 3 like had it included, I think, but whatever, y'all. I just really want to start playing some Sims 4 or whatever, and I want to film some like Let's Plays too and stuff like that. And like, I've been really into watching Trashed Out Z before, but now he's Z Controls. And like, specifically Benny's Booty Bodega, that shit is a masterpiece. I'm waiting for the live action, I'm waiting for the audition. I'm waiting. Like, if y'all haven't seen Benny's Booty Bodega, go see it now. Go watch it, I mean. Like, I just want to start playing my Sims games like that. I need some wicked wins. Hope you guys enjoy that little mukbang. I know I wasn't talking about anything interesting really, but like, you know, like I said in the beginning of the video, I just wanted to go ahead and film one and kind of just like fulfill that little childhood dream of mine, so I finally did it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye y'all.